I'm Michael from After the Burn, and you're listening to 90.7 WCLH Wilkes Barre.
You're listening to 90.7 WCLH. It is DJ Kendi here, host of Metal Massacre on Mondays from 3 to 5, but I'm here this Saturday with New Jersey punk rock band After the Burn, who are playing tonight, opening for the Undead, the band headed by ex-Misfits guitarist Bobby Steele, and they're playing tonight at the Irish Wolf Pub. The address on that, 503 Linden Street in Scranton, PA, and the show tonight starts at 9 p.m., and you have to be 21 and over to enter. And I have the band After the Burn here with me, so if you guys could introduce yourself first and the role, what instrument you play in the band, each go individually, and make sure you're just in the mic good.
Yeah, my name's Mike. Michael. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Chris. I'm the bassist.
I'm Ramirez. I'm the guitar player.
I'm Matt. I play drums.
If you call that an instrument.
Okay, and I think just to start this off, I'm going to go right ahead and play one of your songs so everyone gets a better idea of what you guys do. I'm going to start it off with, from your EP, Eternal Embrace, the song Non-Degradable Debris. So here is After the Burn with Non-Degradable Debris on 90.7 WCLH. Keep it locked.
How often do you guys have fun?
Going nowhere, frustration setting in, a tingle of anxiety breathes nervous energy, a heightened day leads to depression, walls close in, digging deep and pulling right and no means of escape. Nothing good ever comes from me, just fear, depression, anxiety. I'm a monk without hope, my talent's deceived, in a hole rotted next to an incredible debris. Beaten, bruised, and battered, kicked between the knees, worn out denim that has seen better days. A scuffed and ragged, bloody swaggering emerges from the haze, scarred by existence, shedded all shame. Nothing good ever comes from me, just fear, depression, anxiety. I'm a monk without hope, my talent's deceived, in a hole rotted next to an incredible breed.
And once again, that was After the Burn with the song Non-Degradable Debris. And I am here in the studio with After the Burn, and now we're going to get to know them with the interview. So the first question I have for you guys is, Johnny's father had four sons. Penny, nickel, dime, and who else?
Quarter?
No, it was, anyone else know?
I don't know.
It would be Johnny.
Johnny?
Yeah, his father had. I just thought I'd start it off with
All
a
right.
riddle, a different kind of question for you guys.
Yeah.
But okay, we're gonna
got
get
me
back
on
to
that
the
one.
real. We're gonna get back to the real questions here.
I'm a little car sick.
Yeah, it was a
That's
lot of
not-
trouble getting you guys to the studio here. I'm not very
Oh, that's
good with
alright.
directions, especially around here, because I'm a commuter. And even in my hometown, I don't really know the street names. So I see you guys formed in 2013, around this time, November. But
Yeah, it's
have
been like 2 years,
Yeah.
pretty much right now.
but have any of you guys played together prior, maybe in different bands?
Those guys.
We've been playing together, like, me and Matt have been playing together for like 20 years.
Yeah.
We were in a band called The Despised and also playing Collapse.
Okay. And the same genre of music have you been playing?
Yes, it was mainly punk, but a little harder. One
Oh.
was more of a poppier end, but the other one was more of a crust band.
Okay. So
Heavy
you're
crust.
you're in a punk rock band, but what other music do you like or inspires your writing and playing? Anything like?
Oh, I know
Different
Mike's
kinds.
a big fan of Johnny Cash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash, Hank Williams III,
Yeah.
uh,
Okay.
Anything with guitars,
Rockabilly.
rockabilly stuff. I'm really into like I mean I was like the Stray Cats stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anything with guitars.
Is that the drummer?
No. Well, you're a drummer, so we'll drown you out with our guitars.
Dick Dale.
Dick Dale is awesome. The Animals. I like all that like early '60s stuff.
I like Tom Waits.
Tom Waits is also awesome. But yeah, I mean, I think we take our influences from a wide range of
Oh.
different musics that we all listen to, which I think you could hear in the songs. Maybe I don't know. It's
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know.
not so much on this EP right now, but if you came to see us live, you would see more of a mixture of our influences in the music,
yeah, because you're only getting 4 songs from the EP. You're not getting the whole
the whole show.
Okay, so the next question is, where did you get the name After the Burn? Is it a reference to something? How did you come up with that name?
I'm curious about that. I had no say, man.
No, you didn't because you weren't in the band yet. I don't. Honestly, I think it was just something that, like, when we were tossing around band names, it was the one that we liked the best. You know,
It has meanings, but many different meanings.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if there's anything specific, but it could be, you know, after the burn, after the burn.
Well, like for me, I look at it being older and still playing punk rock and going through the grind, and it's like after you're still.
Yeah, that's a good
going.
way to look at it. Yeah.
Driving 3.5 hours to play a show in the mountains.
$50
To get 50
$10
bucks.
you
Yeah.
know. But it's really based on that, if anything.
Okay. And you're on tour now, tonight in Scranton, opening for the Undead, probably the biggest band on the bill, right? Is this?
Yeah, they're the biggest band on the bill tonight
And you just played a show with them last night, correct, in Atlantic City?
in Atlantic City, yeah, at the Boneyard.
So, and how did that show go?
That was a good show. Yeah, there was a big turnout. It ended up being a benefit for a guy that I work with who was in a motorcycle accident. His band was supposed to play, so we got together and turned it into a benefit and to help him out with his recovery. But it was a good turnout, and
A lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
it's a lot of fun. It's always fun at the Boneyard if
So-
you get a chance
yeah.
to get down there.
So, based on that show, the people of Wilkes-Barre and Scranton could expect a really good show tonight
Oh yeah,
with the same kind of acts. And did you get a chance to hang out with all the guys from the other bands?
yeah, we
during
were
this-
hanging out.
We know them personally.
Yeah.
Like, I've had a relationship with Bobby Steele for about 20 years. I mean, I booked him a long time ago, and I reached out to him to do more fundraisers, and he got involved.
So, a good history there.
Yeah, the first show that I ever went to was the Undead show,
The one I booked in Seaside Heights.
Boner Stock in Seaside Heights. That was a good show.
So, now you've been at it for 2 years now. Are these shows with the Undead one of the biggest things you've ever done with this band? Or even in previous bands, have you done anything really big like this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we played with, in our previous bands, we have opened for a lot bigger bands. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we play with Agent Orange in this band. We play with Agent Orange, Super Suckers. We're playing with the Dickies next month at the Brighton Bar. I used to play in Void Control, which is like 10, 12 years ago. We played CBGBs a bunch of times with bands like Menace, TSOL. Pretty big shows, you know. So, but it's all fun, whether it's a big show or an intimate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could have 2,000 people in front of you, like when you play a place like the Starland Ballroom, and then you'll go back to playing in front of 5 to 20, maybe 50.
Maybe the other bands.
Yeah.
Maybe other bands and a bartender.
And I've heard sometimes it's even more difficult to play in a smaller group, maybe people you know more. I've heard that from my professors who are musicians and stuff like that. So you're not that far away from Wilkes University. You're from Ocean County, New Jersey. Is this your first time playing in this area of Scranton-Wilkes-Barre?
As after the burn, it is.
After the burn, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in our previous bands, we've played all over PA. I can't tell you exactly where. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's been so many.
It's also been years. I played somewhere in Scranton with Void Control. I forget what the place was. It was like I was telling you earlier on the way up. It was like a malt shop. They had like a venue in the back. It was like in a downtown area. You can get like hamburgers and a milkshake. You know.
I played the place with the pet goat in front of it. It was like a deli.
Yeah.
And they were having
Is
a
that in
punk rock.
Scranton?
It's somewhere in PA, and there was like a goat
The PA is a
Tied up
pretty
in-
big state, Mike.
tied up in the front, just sitting there.
That's where they got the milk, I guess, to make the malted milkshakes.
Okay, so how is the music scene in your hometown and around New Jersey? Is it pretty centered around punk rock, or is there something else? How's that?
Right now, the punk rock scene, in my opinion, is in a decline in our area. It's, I don't know what you would call hipster, but it's more popular music, and
It's like a mix, kind of
you
like
got more
alternative.
of the hardcore scene that kind of still thrives over there, but it's, not to put it down, but it's like listening to the same thing over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could agree with that a little bit. There's a lot of stuff going on though in New Jersey. Like, you can go to a show and it's punk rock, hardcore, and
There's great bands like Suspect and
a lot of great bands. Suspect, Dirty Movie Night. Who else we play with? The Jabberjaws.
Jabberjaws.
There's a lot of great stuff coming out of New Jersey for sure.
Yep.
It's definitely
The problem is
eclectic.
nobody hears it.
You got to go out to the show to hear it.
Right.
Okay, and when you do play live, what is your typical set list like? So what can people listening, if they go to the show tonight, what can they expect to hear? Originals, covers, or like a mix of both?
No, we do
No, it's
mainly originals.
All
Originals.
originals. Yeah, it's all originals. What do we got today? We got 12 songs. You kept this from last night.
Yeah, I'm wearing the same pants.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so
All are.
Yeah.
so we got 12 songs that we're playing. We're gonna hit all 4 of the songs that are on the EP, plus I guess 9 other songs that
It's like, what, 3 new ones in the set or 2 new
they're all new to everybody here. Listening to this interview.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we have like 3 new songs that we're rolling into the set. We have probably another 3 songs that we still have to teach our bass player, he's the new guy in the band.
Yeah, I saw you had that ad on Facebook for a bass player.
Yeah. We found him on
Yeah, that's
Craigslist,
good.
and he didn't murder us yet, not yet.
Not yet.
ones. Doesn't wear women's clothing.
Well, we don't know that.
No, I don't.
Actually,
No.
not wrong with that.
Not,
I prefer silk.
Yeah, just diapers.
We know that.
way to go, Matt.
What would we tell you in the car?
Yeah, we don't let the drummers talk.
Okay, yeah, and I was going to ask you later in the interview if you had any other songs available besides the one on your Bandcamp site, but as you said, you're playing a bunch of new ones tonight.
We have the after the burn on YouTube. There's a few live performances from the past 2 years.
Okay.
Of, one of our newer songs called "Less Eloquent Man."
Okay.
No, that's available. So
Okay.
there's a music video and then there's a live version.
Yeah, we got a YouTube channel. I'm just re-saying what you just said. Closer to the microphone.
Okay. So with that, we're gonna go into another song. This one off of what you have available right here on aftertheburn.bandcamp.com. The song Digital Ruse. So we'll play that here on 90.7 WCLH. Keep it locked.
If you turn it off, you will go into shock and need a shot of adrenaline. Straight to the heart with a digital spark. Your current status unseen. A social hawk with a small dark spark. A critic on the feed. Repost, respond, share, like and move on. Every minute of the day. Eyes glued to a screen of blue. False reality. Repost, respond, share, like and move on. Every minute of the day. Who knew technology would cage us in life? Animals on display at the zoo. Captive, a digital ruse. Eyes glued to a screen, confused, a virtualist reality. Connections made on a digital realm, a no different fantasy. I stumble in line and get lost in the fights and think it's a social memes. A quick cure for the poor, too much of this whore anesthesizes me. Plugged in and tuned out on autopilot. Repost, respond, share, like and move on. Every minute of the day. Who knew technology would cage us in life? Animals on display at the zoo. Captive, a digital Repost, respond, share, like and move on. Any minute of the day. Repost, respond, share, like and move on. Any minute of the day.
This is 90.7 WCLH, and this is DJ Kendi once again with After the Burn. And the song you all just heard was Digital Ruse off of their EP. And you were saying during that you usually play the song heavier during a live performance.
Well, now we do, because we used to have 3 guitar players, and Walker left, and he's the guy who plays like those. He was playing those like really high like doo-doo parts that we no longer. Yeah, you know what I mean, like doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Yeah, the diddles. Yeah, I think that's how we have it written on the jacket of the CD actually. Yeah, but since he's no longer in the band, we don't have those parts anymore. So the song's definitely sped up a little more, and it's definitely chunkier.
I would say more driven.
More driven
Yeah.
with the
The
there's
guitar kind of chugs along.
a little more chug to it, but not like hardcore. Just a little more, more of a driven sound.
yeah. It's not as like, I don't know, like that recording it's kind of, because of that, his part is like kind of it makes it lighter.
More,
makes
I
the
would
song
say more
lighter.
on the poppier end than
It does.
than now. Now it's still rock and it's punk, but
minus the poppiness of that
Yeah.
specific guitar part.
Dark song.
You didn't like it. Matt didn't like it, right? You didn't like that part? You never liked that part?
No.
You could have told us, man. We would have taken it out.
Yeah.
It's all about communication.
We did take it out.
Well, yeah, we did after Walker quit. So, yeah, whatever.
Okay, and with that song that we just heard, we're going to talk about your songwriting. Is there a primary lyricist, primary composer, or is it all a collaboration?
It's a collaboration of sorts, you know. Like I'll bring a song to the plate, and maybe I have it totally written. Sometimes maybe I just have a lick,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
You know, so bounce a riff off a mic, and then Mike will bounce
Or
fill
I'll
it
write,
in.
like a verse and a chorus, and he'll come in with a bridge or add a little something extra to like brighten it up to make it fuller than. You know,
I think those
straightforward.
types of songs, like when we work that way, they're like the more successful ones.
Right.
I think. I mean, we even if you or I bring like a full riff, like we end up adding our own parts to it anyway. To, you know,
Everybody puts their own interpretation on it.
yeah. And as far as words go, like Mike writes words, I write words. Mike gives me words, and then I fit them into like a
Or ideas bouncing.
we
you
bounce
know.
ideas off. Yeah. It's
Okay.
We try to do it as collective as we can. It's easier that way. You don't have to stress out so much. Like, oh man, I gotta
And you
get this.
also dull people out if you ever listen to certain groups. If there's like one prime writer,
Yeah.
after a while they burn out, and their songs start to sound the same.
Yeah.
And
You don't want to hear the same song
Right.
re-recorded 30 different ways, just with slightly different lyrics.
Good. So I read that, Michael, you write about things that annoy or frustrate you. So with that song we heard, Digital Ruse, I'm guessing you don't really like social media and social technology that much.
I wouldn't say that I don't like it because I definitely use it
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
I got to take a picture so we could tweet it or post it on Facebook or Instagram or
I love
something.
the Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't get
Twitter is.
what's that photo book chat thing? Snapchat? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't get that. I'm too old for that, I think.
I don't know anything of that.
Yeah,
But-
well, some people abuse it, but then for people like you, you're trying to get the band out there, and it's good for fans to
It's
keep
great for
contact.
advertisement.
Yeah,
It's super good for advertisement, but that song is really more about watching people like on it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm married. I'll go home and I'll be sitting watching TV, and my wife is next to me watching TV, but she's also like Facebook feeding all the way back to like 1986. Yeah, I'm like, what?
I just don't get the people that need to tell me what they're eating in the morning.
Yeah.
Or the ones who get way too personal, and they put their stuff that you really shouldn't
Yeah.
be putting out. Especially
There's a
with
lot
all
of
the-
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Understand
just. It's a great platform, for sure,
For
but
artists,
yeah,
for businesses.
people
but,
some people
personal-
don't need a voice, I guess.
No.
Some people shouldn't speak their
I'm
mind.
sure you've come
Right?
across plenty of
Yeah.
negativity on there too.
Yeah.
Tons of negativity, and even for like the younger generation with kids, with like bullying now, these kids are getting attacked online. There's just too much of it. I see it more. It would be better off for like artists and music, and rather than,
Everyday like student.
right,
Yeah.
right.
I don't
Yeah.
need people knowing what's going on in my personal life.
No,
Not to, I'll keep that stuff like personal.
it's just you're leaking out way too much.
yeah. I know I hear Jim Florentine ran about it. I know he's from New Jersey. I don't know if you guys know, host of that metal show. Co-host, he talks about all those things, and I was just thinking the other day of things that kind of bother me, people that write things on there about the good things they do. It's like, well, do you really need to say it? Does that make it that good anymore? Pat
Yeah.
on the back.
Pat
That's
on
the
back.
you get your reward with that,
Yeah.
Like that is your reward, kind of.
Yeah. So with that, what I said before, things that are annoying, frustrating like that. So are there any other things going on these days that are inspiring lyrics that fit the annoying and frustrating part? Something you're writing about currently or thinking about writing about?
Usually it's like relationships, you know, like
Everyday life to a normal person that could relate to it.
yeah,
I think when you write out of your element, you're BSing your audience.
Yeah.
Like when you know, I like a lot of political punk, but then these guys will go up there and spew all these words out, and they don't even know what they're talking about half of the time.
Mm-hmm.
well, yeah, some of them do.
Well, no, I'm not saying all of them. I said a lot of them, though.
I got things to do though, like in my life, like instead of watching like CNN, like to do research or whatever. I'm not like I just rather write a song about like how work stunk
Yeah.
because I don't want to go to work anymore
Well,
or
it's
something like that,
you
you
can
know. Or
relate to.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
I don't know, you gotta
like
figure
I'd
it
rather
out.
go surfing than go to work.
Heartache is a common thing in our songs, and who hasn't experienced that?
Yeah.
I can't tell you about missiles and all kinds of crazy stuff that
Or
other
political
countries.
agendas.
Mm-hmm.
At least nothing that I guess gets us to write songs about it so much.
Not yet.
Except maybe Digital Ruse. I guess that's kind of
Well, yeah.
sort of politically.
I mean, it's better to
It's
let
more
like
social.
people have their own views on politics because everyone's gonna see it a different way.
Yeah.
Like no matter what you say, someone's always gonna have like an opposite like opinion towards it. So
And then you can get in a
Yeah.
Facebook argument
Yeah.
Well-
So there's that
Yeah.
negativity right there.
or tweet about it. I don't know.
That's Matt's favorite.
What?
Facebook arguments about politics.
Oh, yeah. I see you writing a lot about Facebook arguments.
I have. I just haven't lately.
Well, that's good.
Okay, so I have your logo printed out right here, and as a graphic design student at Wilkes University, I find these things interesting. Is your branding and logo and album concepts and the images you have on your albums, is that all done internally by yourselves?
Yeah, I do it. I'm a graphic designer. That's pretty much how I got into doing graphic design. Was
Yeah.
doing like band stuff when
Yeah.
I was a kid, like before I was or when I was going to college, and I get to do it, for a living, which it's fun. It's a good way to make money. There's worse ways to make money.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
have my job.
And what are you doing today,
Yeah.
Mike?
Well, I don't think that people want to hear what I do.
No. Yeah, I'm content with drawing too. That's where I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
Just doing that for
Oh,
a
that's
living.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Photoshop and Illustrator.
Yep.
Yeah, you get into like After Effects or any of that stuff.
Yeah. Video.
Yeah, video's like too much for me.
Yeah.
Like it's
it's more my speed. I'm more into like video communication.
Mm-hmm.
See a movie, pick all the flaws out, that kind of thing, like filmography.
he's a real critic. This
yeah,
guy over
I'm a-
here.
I'm a real critic.
Oh, is he? See, Matt won't even answer that.
No.
Matt knows
That's
I'm gonna
all right.
make fun of him again.
Okay, so are you guys familiar at all with That Metal Show? Have you ever seen it?
I am.
I'm just
Yeah.
borrowing some questions off of that, like individual questions that I think that are really good that they asked on there. So, like individually, if you guys want to answer these. So I was gonna ask the first record you bought.
No. I don't know. I used to steal my mom's records. I got all her records.
Yeah.
But the first one that I actually bought. Oh man.
Man.
I don't know, it's probably something terrible like Boys to Men.
Oh.
Yeah. Snoop Doggy Dogg maybe, Doggy Style.
I would have to say Kiss.
Dr. Dre The Chronic.
Quite right.
Oh,
Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris? First,
I don't know. I got some hand-me-down
Elvis.
Beatles stuff.
yeah, you're not buying that though.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever.
What
actually
was your
bought-
first download?
Oh, it was definitely the Eternal Embrace.
Kissing up this guy.
I don't even remember, honestly. I'm real into like Rise Against, so I would have to say probably like I got.
I'd say the
oh.
Ramones. The Ramones
Yeah.
was definitely my orchestra teacher. Actually turned me on to the Ramones.
That's cool.
No.
I was like
Yeah.
a classically trained student, and then she put it on the car and ruined my life.
Right. When I was a kid, I used to call it. There used to be this like you could use your touch tone phone and call 1-800-CD now or something. I think it was something like that.
Was that when you used to call the bands and you'd be like, call?
Well, no, it wasn't you call the bands.
Yeah.
I call like 1-800-CD now, and then like it would be like type in the letters, and I'd do like DEAD. It'd be do you mean dead milkmen or dead Kennedys? Press 1, and then like I'd press
I
the
didn't even
button.
know that existed.
Yeah. I spent hours. I'd be like, oh, this sounds good. All right, hold on. What is another punk rock band I can get into? The Vandals. And then I would go to like, what was that store in the mall back then? You don't like the Germs?
No, I love the Germs.
Eh. You're fired.
Crass.
You're fired. Eh. Where did we find him? Where did you find him, Mike?
Honestly?
Yes. I want to know.
I can't say that. I probably shouldn't say the name of the band what we were in.
Oh.
I'll leave the title, the name out, but I found him in Eggy's garage.
Oh, okay. You should have left him there, I think. We love you, Matt.
That's when he wouldn't show up to band practice. He was too busy with the female we named the band after.
Yeah, I was too busy with the clap. Yeah.
See why we don't put the mic in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay, the next question for you guys: a song that you wish you wrote.
Hmm.
Oh, a song. That's
You got one? I don't know, man. Born to Run?
Walk the Line.
Yeah.
Walk the
Definitely
Line?
Walk the Line.
That's a
Yeah.
good that's a good one.
Definitely.
I'm judging you on that one.
What's that?
Stripes. I mean, anything that Cash wrote in the earlier years of his career, I wish I wrote.
Yeah.
Just because of his lyrics and how sincere he was. I mean, you felt the man's emotion, and it was such stripped down music. It was basically punk rock before punk rock, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because nobody was singing about that stuff. Everything then was like, look at the doggy in the window, or real lame
Yeah.
things, or I'm not putting down, but
Look at the doggy in the window. Did you just say
yeah,
that?
like I'm serious.
no,
Or
I just
Bob-
wasn't
or-
sure if I heard you right.
Or early Dylan. I would love to have his lyrics, lyrics that he wrote. Dylan was brilliant. Couldn't sing for nothing, but
Yeah.
his lyrics are brilliant.
Yeah. I like Lady Killers by the Vandals.
Oh.
That song's awesome.
Mighty and Superior. Conflict.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Never really got into Conflict.
Come to work, you'll hear it a lot.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll Spotify that, though. I will. I don't know if they're on Spotify, though.
I'm sure.
Maybe they're on Pandora.
I'm
I
sure.
don't know.
Okay, and this is the last one in those terms. This one should be easier. The best concert you've ever been to.
Mine was recently. Recently I went to go see the Menzingers at what was that place in Philly? I don't know. I forget what place it was. It was literally like 2 weeks ago, and they were amazing. Definitely the best show that I've seen in recent memory.
I have to say the Ramones and City Gardens in 1992. They were doing the Mondo Bizarro tour. And they played for 2.5 hours, and they didn't stop once. It was just each song, 1, 2, 3, 1. They just kept going right into it. I felt like I was having
No breaks?
Yeah.
The only break they had was like 5 minutes, and then they came out and played another 40 minutes.
Yeah, did they have any openers at all, or is it just them for that show?
No, they had actually the producer of me and Matt's old bands, the Despised, was playing with his band, The Fiends, and the Lunatics. They also opened. They were an
Yeah.
all-girl like.
I
punk
remember
band.
the Lunatics.
Yeah, they would always be at City Gardens. That was such a great venue.
Yeah.
That's something you should look up. There's a lot of history in that venue. A lot of good bands.
They just came out with there's a movie.
Yeah,
And what was that again? The
City Gardens in Trenton.
okay.
It was an underground punk place, hardcore. I mean, you had bands from Faith No More to Nirvana who was playing there, and way before they were anything, and to Black Flag, to Dead Kennedys, you name it, everybody went through there. That was like the spot for it for the longest time. and
Yeah.
then unfortunately got shut down.
Yeah.
Like all good venues do.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now before we wrap this up, is there anything that we missed in the interview that you think the listeners here should know about After the Burn?
Like burritos.
You like, okay.
I like burritos. Mexican food's probably my favorite.
I don't know. I'm kind of gassy. I have to stay away from.
You
that.
got to stay, well,
I've been kind of sick lately.
from eating too many beans.
Yeah.
We'll keep it with the pizza then.
Just come and see us play. Give
Yeah.
it a chance if you want to see a good.
Yeah, if
live
you're going to
show.
be around. Irish Wolf Pub in Scranton.
Yep.
We're a lighthearted band. We're a good time. We're not like you could actually come and speak to us.
We'll give you a high five.
We're not unfriendly people.
We got
Yeah.
stickers.
You're just like
We'll talk
fans
to
on the
Matt
other
then.
side. Like
Well, I
what
mean-
some people describe. I forget who said that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how many times I walk up to someone that I admire, and it's such a like a killjoy when they turn out to be like really
a
unfriendly.
jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
I
a
just
jerk.
experienced that with Doyle from the Misfits. I go up to him, I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you." It's like, wow, this guy. Is,
Just some grunts.
He signed it, and he's just like, I was like, "Can I take a picture with you?" Yeah, sure.
Man,
Wow, man.
no
you-
heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't like stoked to meet like a fan.
No, he wasn't. As I heard at the whole AC Bizarre thing, he wasn't stoked to meet anybody. It's like, why even do it, man? If you're gonna be out there with your fans, treat them with respect. You want them to come back and see you. You should be grateful that they're gonna pay that kind of money to come and see
Yeah.
you. Especially if they're in a higher level, so you're looking
Yeah.
at $25, $15 to go to see these people play, and you get a chance to meet them, and they're just like, whatever. Don't have the time.
Yeah. When you're starting out too, you should be as personable as you possibly can.
I think you should always be.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
I mean,
Say hi.
like when I met Dee Dee Ramone, he was one of the sweetest people I ever met.
Yeah.
You know, he sat down, he would talk to you. I mean, even but you have to give credit to Bobby Steele also. One thing I gotta say, he's friendly to his fans. He's not a.
Oh
rude
yeah,
guy.
he's super friendly.
Yeah, we had a full conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're super cool. They're really cool people.
You know, him and
It's
his wife
awesome.
are very friendly, and they welcome the fans to come and speak to them. You know.
Yeah, it's awesome to play shows with bands that are like that too. It just makes it that much better,
Yeah.
you know, because it's just better.
Yeah.
it-
Everyone's happier that way.
Everyone's happier that way.
Yep.
I'm just a happy guy.
Yeah. Okay, so we usually play promos on the station when we get artists in here or we go scouting for promos. So I'll give you an example right here. We got a guy from New Jersey, Bobby Blitz Ellsworth. I'll just play that real fast.
Bobby Blitz from Overkill, and you're listening to 90.7 WCLH, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, and Hazleton's Hearts Metal.
So I've been recording this whole thing so we could get it on YouTube and so it's out to all your fans out there. So if you want, you could do it and I could edit it so I get this part out. If you guys want to record a promo for 90.7 WCLH, if you have something in mind, I kind of wrote something down if you don't. So if you want to say like, this is After the Burn and you're
All
listening
right.
to, or is it your name,
So-
introduce yourself, whatever you want.
Oh yeah, so I can introduce myself. All right. I'm Michael from After the Burn. You're listening to 90.7 WCLH Wilkes-Barre.
Yep,
that
that
good?
was perfect.
Yeah?
Yep,
Awesome.
and that's what we'll be using because we could also get your songs here in rotation on WCLH.
Awesome.
I kind of want Matt to do it.
Appreciate that.
You want
Yep.
Matt to do
I
it?
feel like Matt should do it.
Matt, you want to give it a
If
try?
you want, I mean, we always
Give it a
have,
try.
You know,
Well, based
I
on
love
the
him
la-
to death, but keep him away from a mic.
yeah,
That's why he plays the drums.
no backing vocals. Does
Not from
anyone do
Matt.
backing vocals?
Mike does. You do backing vocals.
I sing when I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should sing more, but it hurts sometimes. Try to match his higher pitch over there.
I don't sing that high.
Yes, you
Compared to me.
Really? I don't know. It's my regular voice. So,
compared to me or him.
well,
Like, listen
you're.
to this Mook's voice.
Yeah.
Hello there, yo, Adrian. Hi, I'm Chris. I play bass. Hi, this is Chris. You're listening to 90.7 WCLH Wilkes Bar. Does that sound? Does that sound like Chris?
No, what does Matt say?
No, you don't.
No,
put
don't
that
listen to
on.
him. Yeah, don't let him do it.
They'll never put a sign.
You got to use the Chris voice
He
though.
said
That-
something about diapers.
Oh yeah. All right, leave him alone. He's old enough to wear diapers.
Oh, stop. That would be too mean.
It's wearing
You're
a
not
trench
that
coat.
far. Bob,
Yeah, he's
Junior.
fine. He's fine. No, you're right.
Okay. Well, with that, we're going to wrap it up here, and I'd like to thank all you guys for coming. It's always nice to have live things going on in the studio here at WCLH. And I have, well, I'll let you pick either Conspiracy or The Burn that I have right up here on the computer to play as the outro.
Which one do you want to go with, Mike? You want to go with The Burn, right?
I like
You know,
it
I
too.
think the burn wouldn't be bad, but you know, go ahead with conspiracy.
Conspiracy?
I'll
Yeah,
let
we
you-
were gonna do
I-
a
I
video
gotta
for
let
this
him
at some
have
point,
his
so.
favorite
He
song.
just twitched because of the spider that just crawled across.
There is
his
a spider.
face.
Yeah, I
this,
saw it.
this building's not good for things like that.
Yeah, no, I don't like spiders.
You better kill
Unless
him.
it bites me and then I could become Spider-Man. That would be awesome,
that's
but
not
I don't think
Yeah,
that. I'll
that's
probably
not
just
bad.
get like a
You'll just die.
Yeah.
It's a white spider. I've never seen a white spider.
albino. Yeah, so you could end with conspiracy. We were gonna
Conspiracy?
we were gonna do a video about it for the song, which we never got to, not yet anyway. But at some point,
And was Conspiracy on your set list tonight?
conspiracy is on our set list
Okay.
tonight. Everything on
Every
on the
year.
EP is
Played tonight.
will be played tonight in some variation.
Okay.
Hopefully, a better variation.
Yeah.
Variation.
Turn them off last night.
No, we played good last night.
Okay, so what everyone here is about to hear, Conspiracy by After the Burn, and you could also hear it tonight at the Irish Wolf Pub in Scranton, PA. The address of the venue is 503 Linden Street in Scranton. The show starts at 9 p.m., and you have to be 21 and over to enter, meaning I can't go, and I've had that experience many times before, so I'm used to it. So thank you, After the Burn, for showing up and doing this interview. And
Thanks for having us.
Yep, thank you. And here is After the Burn with Conspiracy off of their EP. This is 90.7 WCLH. Keep it locked.